Hello friends. Today we're going on a journey back in time to a land of ancient kings and incredible stories. Our story is about a young prince named Solomon. He was the son of a very famous king, King David. You might remember King David as the brave shepherd boy who faced the giant Goliath. Before he passed away, David declared that Solomon would be the one to inherit the crown and sit upon the throne of Israel after him. The transition was a grand event, filled with ceremonies and the sound of trumpets echoing through the hills of Jerusalem. He was no longer just a prince, he was King Solomon. He knew that the challenges ahead would be enormous. One night, soon after becoming king, Solomon had a very powerful and vivid dream. In this dream, a voice spoke to him. It was the voice of God, offering Solomon a truly amazing gift. Think about that for a moment. If you could have anything you wanted, what would you ask for? With a sincere and humble heart, Solomon made his request. He asked for wisdom. He asked for an understanding heart. God was deeply pleased with Solomon's choice. He promised Solomon a wise and understanding heart, one unlike any king before or after him. Solomon awoke from his dream a changed man, blessed with a divine gift that would soon be put to the test. It wasn't long before King Solomon's famous wisdom was needed to solve a very difficult problem. Two women came before him, both in great distress. They had both recently given birth to baby boys. Tragically, one of the babies had died in the night. Now, both women were claiming that the living child was theirs. This is where Solomon's divine gift of wisdom shone brightly. After a moment of deep thought, he called for a guard. "Bring me a sword," he commanded. "Since both of you claim the baby, the only fair thing to do is to cut the living child in two." The woman who had lied, hardened by her deceit, quickly agreed. "Yes, cut him in two, so neither of us can have him." But the true mother screamed out in anguish, "No, my lord, please don't harm the child. Give him to her, just let him live." With his kingdom secure and his reputation for wisdom spreading far and wide, Solomon set out to build a magnificent temple in Jerusalem. He imported giant cedars from the forests of Lebanon, their sweet scent filling the air as they were transported to Jerusalem. Inside, the temple was even more spectacular. The walls and floors were lined with polished wood and overlaid with pure gold. They crafted two enormous statues of winged cherubim that stood guard over the most holy place. It was a masterpiece of architecture and art. When the temple was finally completed after 7 years, Solomon held a great celebration. People from all over the kingdom came to Jerusalem. Solomon stood before the great crowd and offered a beautiful prayer, dedicating the temple to God. It became the central heart of the nation's spiritual life. King Solomon's fame was not confined to his own kingdom. One of the most famous visitors was the Queen of Sheba, who traveled from a rich kingdom far to the south. She wanted to test him with hard questions. To her amazement, Solomon answered every single one with ease and clarity. Solomon's reign is often remembered as a golden age for Israel. It was a time of peace and prosperity. Many of the wise sayings and proverbs found in the Bible are traditionally attributed to him, timeless pieces of advice about life, kindness, and hard work. His legacy shows us that true leadership comes from justice, fairness, and a deep understanding of people. The story of King Solomon teaches us that wisdom is more valuable than any treasure. His life encourages all of us to seek understanding, to listen carefully, and to use whatever gifts we have to help build a better, kinder world. And that, my friends, is a treasure worth seeking.